than it seems, and if you're one of these players or one of these coaches, it's the biggest thing in your life, and it's something that there are 30 teams in the league, and there are 30 teams of players and coaches, and every one of them want to be here today. And then you say, well, how big is that? It's even bigger than that, because it's not just getting here today, but it's winning today. And I think that the biggest difference in sports, or the biggest gap in sports, is the difference between the winner and the loser of the Super Bowl. The winner, you're world champion. They can never take it away from you. You'll never forget it. The loser, they just get thrown back in the pile.
There are two survivors, the Patriots and the Packers. They're going to play finally after all this build-up and all this being caged up, the players and the coaches. Let's talk about the Patriots first. How do they approach this game?
Well, I think that Drew Bledsoe has to have a big day, and he has to get off to a good start. We talked to Bill Parcells, we talked to Drew Bledsoe, and in their game planning, that's the way they start. That they're going to give him plays that he likes, plays that he has confidence in, so that he can get off to a good start. Because if the Patriots are going to win, Drew Bledsoe has to have a big day.
And they believe they can air it out. They can go deep. Somewhat a similar situation for the Packers and Mike Holmgren.
Yeah, but, you know, Brett Favre's a little different. I mean, Brett Favre, I think, has more confidence in Drew Bledsoe. Brett Favre has been the MVP of the National Football League the last 2 years. Brett Favre is capable of getting off to a real slow start and then making up for it later. He says, all I have to do, he's like a nose tackle. He said, all I need is a few good hits or I'm ready to go.
But like every other game we've ever done, it's going to be won in the trenches.
Yeah, I think if the fans at home are looking for anything to say, what are the early indications in this game? It's always right up front. It's a line of scrimmage. Who's winning the battles at the line of scrimmage? Because if you don't win those battles, then it doesn't make any difference what Drew Bledsoe or Brett Favre do.
Coming to midfield for the coin toss ceremony are Patriots captains Chris Slade, Mike Jones, and Bruce Armstrong. Representing the Packers are Mike Winters, Desmond Howard, Leroy Butler, Mike Bryant, and Reggie White. The referee for today's game is Jerry Austin.
Back up, back up. Gentlemen, this coin commemorates the 31st Super Bowl. The side with the helmets on it will represent heads. Who's going to call the toss? Please call it while it's in the air. Coach Stram, would you please make the toss? Heads. Heads he calls. Toss back. It is a head. You have won the toss. Which goal do you wish to defend? Step over here, please. Step over there. You want to kick that way? All right, Reggie. New England won the toss. They elected to receive. Good luck, man.
For a final remark and thought, Bill Moss of Fox is down with Bill Parcells of the Patriots.
Thanks, Pat. I'm here with Bill Parcells. Coach, you've been in a lot of these games before. What did you tell the guys in the locker room?
I tell them don't worry about winning the Super Bowl. Just worry about beating the Green Bay.
Let's go over to the Packers sidelines with Ronnie Pitts.
Joining me right now, Green Bay Packer head coach Mike Holmgren. Mike, you've been in this game before as an assistant coach 2 times. Your first time as a head man. Can you begin to describe what's going through your head right now?
Ronnie, it's quite different. I worried about everything all week. But now, you know, once the game starts, it's between the lines, and our guys are ready to go.
Number one key to success for you guys today?
Well, turnovers will be a big part of this game, and really which quarterback I think plays the best today, that team's going to win.
All right, Mike. Good luck as always.
Ronnie.
All right. Pat, let's go back up to you and kick this thing off.
All right, Ronnie, thank you very much. Your old adversary, Hank Stram, had a pretty good toss.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think that thing was ever going to stop. Yeah, both coaches are talking about their quarterbacks and how they want to calm them down. And I know Mike Holmgren was saying that maybe the team that wins will be the team that their quarterback calms down first, because you know they're going to be excited. I was talking to Brett Favre before the game, and he was saying, you know, everyone says that I'm nervous, and heck yes, I'm nervous, but how do you not be nervous?
There'd be something wrong with you if you weren't nervous. Back deep for the Patriots will be Dave Meggett and Hassan Graham. Craig Hendrick will kick it off for Green Bay. So Drew Bledsoe will have a chance to calm down first.
I don't think he'll calm down first. I think he'll get excited first.
It's going to be Graham at about the 4. And Graham is taken down around the 20. Two-time Pro Bowl selection, Drew Bledsoe. The Packers come with a blitz on first carry. Martin, the ball carrier, stopped by Brian Williams. Let's look at that strong Packer defense. Jones, Brown, Dotson, and Reggie White up front. Front 4. Williams, Ron Cox in the middle, and Wayne Simmons. Evans, Robinson, Butler, and Newsome the secondary. It'll be 2nd and 10. Martin stopped for no gain on the first. And Bledsoe back to throw it. Man open. It's Jefferson, first down for the New England Patriots.
And that's what they were talking about, is getting Drew Bledsoe comfortable, and there's no better way to start off comfortable than a good completion. Here's Sean Jefferson here. He's going to run up, and then he's going to run in. It's a zone defense, so he just comes under control. Bledsoe hits him perfectly. But again, I talked about the line of scrimmage, and what's making him comfortable is good pass protection.
Martin stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain again on the first 2 rushes by the Patriots.
Well, they're really playing that line of scrimmage tough for that sweep. That the first sweep that they ran, the cornerback Greg Newsome, he came on a blitz, and they're getting their safety up there, Leroy Butler, on first down. So what they're trying to do on first down, the Packers, is take away that strong side sweep of the Patriots.
2nd and 10, passing down for Bledsoe. Byers split wide to the left. They run a draw play to Martin. He gets a couple. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
See, I think that's one of the things that they're trying to do, Pat, here is to widen out. You see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receivers, and then all you have is a box here. Now,
incomplete, and the Patriots will have to punt.
I still think that was a pretty good start for the Patriots, though. They got a first down. They got the ball, outside the 35-yard line, so they're going to have pretty good field position. And I think that getting a first down, it's not a great start, but it's not a bad start.
So Tom Tupa back to punt for New England. They'll try to keep it away from the dangerous Desmond Howard. He has hurt a lot of people with punt returns this year. He kicks straight away. Howard's going to have a chance. And he's got some room. Desmond Howard with a good return up to the 45. Knocked out of bounds there by the punter, Tupa.
Hey, you talk about offense and you talk about defense, but it can be special teams that can win big games, too.
Special teams and turnovers. A 51-yard punt, a 32-yard return by Desmond Howard. Back at the Superdome in New Orleans, the Packers will take over after a good punt return. In fact, the 3rd longest punt return in Super Bowl history, 32 yards by Desmond Howard. Favre goes quickly. That's Edgar Bennett. He got perhaps a yard, no more than that. Let's look at Favre's Green Bay offense. What a year he had. The most valuable player in the NFL, Brett Favre. In front of him, Wilkerson, Taylor, Frank Winters, Adam Timmerman, and Earl Dotson. Wilkerson in recent weeks has been outstanding. Bennett and Henderson, the runners. Antonio Freeman and Andre Rison wide. Mark Shimura, the tight end. Bennett, the lone setback. 2 tight ends set up for the Packers, and Favre back to throw his first one. Rolling deep, has a man open. Andre Rison does the dance in, and Favre got settled down in a hurry.
That is a way to settle down. You know, sometimes they think you have to start with short passes. I always said when you got a strong arm guy and you want to settle him down and he's anxious, just show it, throw a deep one. That's exactly what they did. Here's Andre Rison. He's in the slot. He's going to come up against Otis Smith there. He just makes a good, quick move to the post, just runs right by him. Brett Favre throws a perfect pass. That was maximum pass protection. They had two tight ends in. They kept them both in. They had one guy that they were going to take the shot to. Was going to be Brett Favre to Andre Rison.
54 yards from Favre to Rison. The extra point by Chris Jackie is good, and the Packers draw first blood.
Here's Andre Rison here. He's going to come up. Here's Otis Smith trying to cover. He's going to run a post right here. But watch what they do. They have both tight ends blocking. That kind of brings the safety up. So Otis Smith has no help to the inside. But see now, Andre Rison starts outside right there. He makes a move, boom, right there. And there's no one in the middle of the field because they kept two tight ends in. They went maximum protection. Brett Favre had time and threw a perfect strike to Andre Rison. And that play was set up as one of the plays that they were going to go to early because that was in the script.
Line drive kickoff by Hendrick is down in the end zone by Dave Megan. Here's the coach, first of all, that gets that touchdown, Mike Holmgren of the Packers.
Not only the coach that gets a touchdown, but he's the coach that called the play that got the touchdown.
On the other side of the field, Bill Parcells. Let's see his reaction.
Well, I know the thing that he was worried about